Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome. And welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, today on the Ryan Awesome Show, I'll be talking about NXT for March 17th, 2021. Now, man, overall, man, this was not this was not a good show. This was not a good show. I did not I did not like the main event and what happened in the main event with Finn Balor and Karrion Kross. Didn't like that. Wasn't a fan of it. It's just with the show. It felt like it wasn't all that exciting. Now there were some good things that happened on the show. With Undisputed Era with Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. With Jordan Devlin and Santos Escobar and all that stuff. Walter coming back. That's the only thing that I enjoyed on the show. But the main event did not. It ruined it for me. The main event absolutely ruined everything for me and this show. And so yeah, but I'm gonna get into it when I get through the show. And so yeah, so this is the NXT review on the Ryan Awesome Show for March 17th, 2021. And if you haven't done this already, man, hit the thumbs up, man. What are you waiting for? Hit the thumbs up. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you'll be the first ones to know when my next video will come out, because I'm here each and every single week. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. So yeah. We started off the show with Finn Balor, the NXT champion. And he has something he want to say. And so yeah, this is what Finn Balor, the NXT champion, has to say. And he was talking about, his upcoming title defense against Karrion Kross. And so here we go.
St. Patrick's Day 2021, Finn Balor still NXT champion. Kyle O'Reilly beat him. Pete Dunne beat him. Adam Cole beat him. And now only one man remains. Karrion Kross, I've been waiting for you. And a takeover, stand and deliver. Your time is up.
And Karrion Kross interrupted with his music. Still not a fan of people interrupting with their music and stuff. So yeah, Karrion Kross, he comes out with Scarlett, and they have something they want to say.
This entire situation was never going to happen until you and I settled our separate affairs. And now, it's me and you. One-on-one. Mano a mano. Nobody else involved. Otherwise, this whole entire confrontation is meaningless. Because here, at NXT, they need to know who the real champion is around here. You need to know it. I need to know it. The entire world needs to know it.
Everybody wants to be the champion until the real champion walks in the room. I'm gonna tell you something that no one else has the balls to say to your face. You walk like a champion, you talk like a champion, but there's one problem. Finn Balor's the champion, and you don't have what it takes to be in the main event and beat me.
I promise you, at NXT TakeOver, you are going to know exactly what it feels like when I squeeze all of the oxygen out of your skull and I choke you out.
And you're gonna know what it feels like to be in the main event of TakeOver and choke.
I've already seen this in the cards. This right here. 2 champions, both draped in gold.
2 champions, both draped in
The
gold.
world in awe. It all happens for a reason.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Lads.
Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan interrupt. That's how you interrupt a promo,
Let's have
man.
it right.
No music.
Look at you two Burks standing there, chatting your big old fighting words, giving it the large. And make no mistake about it, boys. That's all they are. Words. And Balor, you know who you should be fighting for the NXT Championship?
It's the best technical wrestler this place has ever seen, Pete Dunne.
Already happened. He beat him.
The man who held the UK Championship for 415 days. Me and Danny, we know Pete Dunne can beat you, Finn. Kross, big man, we know that Pete Dunne can beat you too.
No, absolutely not. I disagree with that.
You want to talk about this concept of time? Well, sooner or later, Pete Dunne will become NXT champion.
You know what?
Uh-oh.
There are moments in time, moments like this, that lead us to an inevitable future. Moments like this, where you two put your tag titles on the line
No.
against them.
Nope. Oh, Scarlett walks up to him.
Boys. You are confident.
And start feeling on Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. Start rubbing on them and stuff.
You know what you want, don't you? You both know what you bring to the table, right?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't stand the word coward being associated with your name, would you?
No, mate, she's right. We ain't cowards. We're the champs. So I'll tell you what, NXT Tag Team Championship against you two tonight.
Do you see what I'm saying? Every moment happens for a reason. You can't change fate.
And that was it. So the main event, it was Karrion Kross and Finn Balor, NXT champion, versus Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. And that's the one problem I had with this. You know, they don't belong nowhere near the tag team titles. They're not even a tag team. They're opponents at TakeOver. So why in the world would you put them in a tag team championship match? And so, like, you know, NXT never done that. They never teamed up challengers and champions. Dude, that's what the main roster does. And that's why, man, NXT, I said this before, man. That's why NXT is not the same. NXT is becoming more like Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. And you don't want that. You don't want that to happen. And so, yeah, I didn't like that. Karrion Kross and Finn Balor don't even belong in the same sentence as tag team championships. And so yeah, I didn't like this at all. This match never should have happened. Never should have happened. But I'm gonna get into it when I get through the end of the show, man. But yeah, absolutely hated this. The announcement of the tag team championship match. Cause like what exactly did they done? What exactly did they do to earn a championship match, a tag team championship match? And then another thing, dude, somebody had to lose. Like somebody had to lose. Somebody had to lose the match. Finn Balor can't lose. Karrion Kross can't lose. And so yeah, that was it with that. Did not like this. And so yeah, right after this we had a match, and it was Dexter Lumis versus Austin Theory representing the Way. And so yeah, before Austin Theory he came out to the ring, he was talking to Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae on his iPad. And so yeah, so Johnny and Candice they wanted Austin to do it alone. You know, they was like, I believe in you. We believe in you. You can do this. You can do this, Austin. You don't need our help. So you're gonna do this alone. And so Johnny Gargano he made like a custom made ring gear, like what Johnny Gargano would wear to the ring, and it was a gift. It was a gift to Austin Theory. So he had Johnny Gargano's ring gear, but it was Austin Theory size. And so yeah, so it was Dexter Lumis versus Austin Theory. And then we had Theory, he goes after Lumis at the start of the match. He attacked him outside the ring. He slammed his face into the announce table. We had a springboard rolling drop kick to Lumis. And we had a fallaway slam to Lumis. And then Lumis, he kicked out. And then, right after that pinfall, Lumis, he had turned the pinfall into his submission move, the silence. And then Theory, he fought out of it. We had a spine buster to Theory. And we had a series of uppercuts to Theory. And then he followed that up with a bulldog. And we had a pop-up uppercut to Theory. And then he followed it up with a slingshot suplex. And then we had Theory, he had a pump handle neck breaker to Lumis. And Lumis, he kicked out. And then Lumis, he countered with a huge clothesline to Theory. And then, at one point, Lumis, he knocked Theory to the ground. And Lumis, he had extended his hand to Austin Theory to help him up or shake his hand. And so Theory, he was looking at Lumis's hand. He was like, man, I'm not about to shake your hand. After everything you said about me, I'm not going to shake your hand. Because Dexter Lumis, he didn't say that. But Austin Theory doesn't know that. Johnny Gargano did that. But yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm not going to shake your hand after what you said about me. And so, yeah, he ended up shaking his hand. Well, he ended up hugging him, actually. He ended up hugging Dexter Lumis. And so, yeah, Dexter Lumis, he had turned, that hug into the silent submission move. And so Austin Theory, he had fought out of it. And then, Theory, he tried to go for his finishing move. And then Lumis, he reversed it and then turned it into the silent submission move. And Theory, he passes out. So Dexter Lumis, he wins the match. And that was it. So it was a good match to start off the show. And so, yeah. So I'm guessing that Lumis is next. He's next for Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championship. Maybe he wins. Maybe he wins. I don't know. I don't know who will win between Johnny Gargano and Dexter Lumis. So yeah, we'll find out in the next 3 weeks. And so yeah, right after this we had McKenzie Mitchell. She's backstage, and she tried to get a word with William Regal. And so this is what happened.
That's right. I'm currently waiting outside of Mr. Regal's office, hoping to get a word with him regarding the huge NXT Tag Team Championship match tonight, where NXT champion Finn Balor and Karrion Kross will team up to take on the NXT Tag Team champions Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. We're hoping to get...
Tommaso Ciampa interrupts.
But I need you to do me a favor. Toothless Timmy, he's not here today. I assume Imperium didn't like his answer, so they took matters into their own hands. But two can play this game. So when you're done here, do me this favor. Go find Marcel and Fabian. Ask them, have they seen Alexander Wolf lately? I bet their answer is no. And then after that, tell Imperium that by tonight, when that bell rings, there's just going to be one of them standing. And in that moment, he's going to know. This time, they messed up.
And so, yeah, that was it. That was it with that. Apparently, Imperium, they attacked Timothy Thatcher. Because Timothy Thatcher, he didn't want to join Imperium. And so Tommaso Ciampa, he's upset about it. And so, yeah, so it was made into a match later on tonight. And so, yeah, right after that, we had Adam Cole. He come out to the ring and he spoke. He called out Kyle O'Reilly. And so this is what Mr. Cole had to say.
Last week, Kyle O'Reilly made the biggest mistake of his life. I mean, before last week, I was never mad at Kyle O'Reilly. I just didn't need him anymore. And then Kyle decides to cost me the NXT Championship. Kyle, let me explain something to you, you little punk. You know deep down in your heart, deep down in your soul that you are jealous. You are jealous of me. Because you know you will never be as successful as me, and that eats you alive. So congratulations, Kyle O'Reilly, because you just wrote your death warrant. I don't give a damn if Kyle is medically cleared or not, because I am not leaving this ring until Kyle brings his ass down here and I finish this once and for all. Adam.
Oh, William Regal, he came out.
Last week, Kyle O'Reilly wasn't even cleared, medically cleared to be in this building. And because of the altercation between the two of you, Kyle's further damaged his neck, which means he's going to be further along until he can come back again. And I can promise you that Kyle O'Reilly is not in this building tonight because he's been banned from the CWC. I am not going to allow him to...
Oh, Kyle O'Reilly interrupted by video.
It's a safety precaution thing. It's 100% for your safety, but I'm sure we'll get a chance to hash things out again, right? Sooner or later. I just find it hilarious how upset you are over losing that title match last week, and as satisfying as that was, man, the look of fear and desperation in your eyes was, you know, I'm a patient guy too. I really am. But when it comes to you, Adam, I can't wait. I can't, and there's something that you need to know, and it's that I will not rest until I end you like you tried to end my career. You tried to end my career, man. We've been friends for 11 years, and you tried to... I know where you live. I know where you like to hang out. I know where you buy your video games. The only thing I don't know is what it is I'm gonna have to do, but you need to know that I am willing to do it. And if that sounds like a threat, then you're damn right. It is a threat.
Oh, now he's gonna threaten me. Now he's gonna sit up there and he's gonna threaten me. Regal, you listen to me.
Uh-oh.
And you listen to me right now. Kyle can say he's gonna find me and he's gonna hurt me. Well, not if I find him first.
Uh-oh. Adam Cole, he storms off. Looking for Kyle O'Reilly. And that was it with that. So Adam Cole, he wants Kyle O'Reilly. And so, yeah, right after this, we had Ember Moon. We had Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart, the new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. And this is what they had to say.
Ember, Shotzi, NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. Has it finally sunk in for you guys yet?
No, it feels surreal. I got to celebrate with my dad. You know, these titles didn't exist until last week, and now we are champions.
This is exactly why I came back to NXT, to make history and to be a face of a division. You know, and now it's time to TCB, baby.
Oh yeah, with Ember's Law.
Damn right, buddy.
You know something? A wise
Jesse,
man once said,
the Robert Stone brand interrupted.
champions need
Challengers.
That's right.
And you two know more than anybody that you can lose those. Just like that. Besides, they'll look way better on us anyways.
So how about we take those titles off you guys next week?
Proper challenge. Done. I'll see you next week.
And Rob, your suit sucks, buddy.
And that was it with that. So Jessica May and Aaliyah, they challenged Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon to a tag team title match next week. And so don't know what Aaliyah and Jessica may have done to earn a title match. They lost every single match they've been in. They lost. So why is it that they're vying after the tag team titles? And then plus, I don't like. I'm still not a fan of the NXT tag team titles, NXT women's tag team titles. Not a fan of it. They should have gave them the women's tag team titles. Like, what's the point of having a women's tag team? What's the point of having the NXT women's titles when you have the women's tag team titles that floats on all three brands, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT? And so, yeah, not a fan of the titles. Not a fan of the tag team titles in NXT women's tag team titles. And plus, like, why are we handing out title shots? Why are we handing out title shots? Dude, if I'm the champion, somebody challenged me for my championship, I'm gonna be like, dude, if you want a championship match against me, you're gonna have to prove yourself. You gonna have to win some matches, and then when you win some matches, then you come and talk to me. But as far as your championship challenge, no, you ain't getting no championship match from me. No. So if you want a championship match, you're gonna have to prove yourself. That's exactly what I would have said. But no, they booked these people into they booked these baby faces like idiots, like stupid idiots. Like willingly accepting any challenge. And so yeah, that was it with that. And so yeah, right after this we had a tag team match. It was Legado del Fantasma. That's Raul, Mendoza, and Joaquin Wilde with Santos Escobar, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion, versus Breezango. That's Tyler Breeze and Fandango. And so yeah, we had Fandango. He at the start of the bell he took out Wilde and Mendoza. And we had a running crossbody to Breeze from Wilde. We had an enziguri kick to Fandango from Mendoza to knock out Fandango out of the ring. Out of the top rope, out of the ring. And we had a hot tag to Tyler Breeze. He took out Legado del Fantasma with flying forearms. And we had a single leg Boston Crab to Wilde from Breeze. And then Wilde, he fought out of it. We had a super kick to Wilde. And then, super kick to Wilde from Breeze. And Mendoza, he broke up the pin. We had a blind tag to one of the Legado del Fantasma guys. And then they hit their tag team finishing move to Tyler Breeze to win the match. So Legado del Fantasma, they won the match. And so right after the match, we had Santos Escobar. He had grabbed the headset from the commentators. And so he was talking to the commentator. He was like, where is this Jordan Devlin guy? Where is this so-called NXT Cruiserweight Champion? As far as I'm concerned, I am the real Cruiserweight Champion of NXT. So where is he? Where is this guy? Where is this Jordan Devlin guy that you guys talking about? And so Jordan Devlin, he came out to the ring, and he had something he wanted to say to Mr. Santos Escobar. And so this is what Jordan Devlin said.
You know something, mate? You have been running around here for a year now, claiming that you're this and you're that. But I want you to take a good long look at what's in the ring right now, because this is what a real champion looks like. I didn't need to come here and jump you from behind. I told the whole world I was coming here to call you out. And I didn't need two little stooges with me either to do it. Stop! I got this. Joe, what your problem is, brother, you've been telling everybody you're the king of this division, but the ace is back in town. So what you want to do is take that little replica title that you got there, shove it in the trash, because the guy you're filling in for, the real Cruiserweight Champion, is back. Filling in. Redefined what it means to be a cruiserweight. You're welcome. Filling in. I've made history as the cruiserweight champion, and I've proven it time after time after time. You know why you still have that title? Because everyone here for good that you have it in the first place.
Oh.
So wrap up your business in the UK and come back and face me. Enfréntame. In the one stage big enough for the Emperor of Lucha Libre. NXT TakeOver. Stand and deliver.
Yes.
The Irish Ace versus Santos Escobar. And we'll settle this once and for all.
Oh. Yeah, but Escobar and gave him a side slam.
Challenges dropped Escobar.
And that was it with that. So definitely he headbutted Santos Escobar in the face. And then, you know, he ran out of the ring. And then, you know, Escobar, he was bleeding from his mouth. And so that was it. So it's going to be Santos Escobar versus Jordan Devlin. And so I'm guessing the winner will be the real Cruiserweight champion, you know, because they both have the titles. When Jordan Devlin was, you know, when he couldn't come back to the United States, you know, because of the pandemic and everything, we needed a new Cruiserweight champion. So Santos Escobar was the interim Cruiserweight champion by winning that Cruiserweight championship tournament. And so, yeah, who wins, man? Who wins? It is at a takeover, too, man. At a takeover, it's about time, man, that the Cruiserweights got an opportunity, man, because, man, ever since the Cruiserweight title was introduced in NXT, man, they never had a takeover match. They were never featured on NXT TakeOver. Like, never. And now, finally, man, they're finally a part of TakeOver, man. You know, I think maybe one time there was a part of TakeOver, but nobody remembered that. But yeah, Jordan Devlin versus Santos Escobar probably be one of the best matches on the night. Whichever night main event, not main event, whatever match. Whatever night the match is on, whether it's night 1 or night 2. I'm guessing night 1. But yeah, I'm a fan of both of these guys, man. Fan of both of these guys. Who wins? I don't know, man. I love these guys so much. I don't even know who's gonna win the match. But whoever wins. I really don't care who wins. Whoever win the match, they deserve to win. And so yeah, that was it with that. And so yeah, right after that, we had Adam Cole. He leaves. He had something he wanted to say. So McKenzie Mitchell had called him backstage, and so this is what he had to say.
Adam, are you concerned at all with what Kyle had to say earlier tonight?
Am I concerned? Mackenzie, let me explain something to you, okay? I'm gonna leave this building right now. I don't care if it's in the parking lot. I don't care if it's at my home. When I find Kyle O'Reilly, I am gonna do exactly what I said I was gonna do. I am gonna end him. And that is not undisputed. That is a promise.
And so yeah, he left, and that was it. With Adam Cole, he said he's about to find Kyle O'Reilly, and that's not undisputed. That's a promise. And so yeah, right after this, we had a video package of a newcomer to NXT in the NXT Women's Division. Her name is Sarray from Japan. So Sarray will be coming to NXT. And so yeah, right after this, we had a women's match. It was Zoe Stark versus Dakota Kai with Raquel Gonzalez in our corner. So these are the former NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. And so yeah, this was good. This was a good match. Good back and forth between Stark and Dakota Kai. So yeah, we had arm drags to Kai, and then we had Stark. She targeted Kai's arm. We had a clothesline to Kai. We had a corner boot to Stark, and she kicked out. We had a springboard crossbody to Kai over the top rope outside of the ring. And then at one point, they took each other out with clotheslines. And we had clotheslines and kicks to Dakota Kai. And we had a half and half suplex to Dakota Kai, followed up by a running knee to the side of the head. And then, you know, we had Dakota Kai. She fought back. She had a pump kick to Stark while Stark was draped on a ring rope or on a bottom rope or underneath the bottom rope. And then we had a super kick in midair to Stark. So Stark, she was going for a high flying move off of the ropes. And so Kai, she had caught her with a super kick. And then we had a running corner big boot to Stark kind of, it looked like the haluva kick to Zoe Stark, and Stark she kicked out. And we had a knee strike to Dakota Kai, and she followed it up with a rolling fireman's carry senton to Dakota Kai. And so, yeah. And then Dakota Kai, she ended up recovering, and she hit her finishing move, the go-to kick to Zoe Stark to win the match. So Dakota Kai, she won the match, and that was it. And so, yeah, right after the match, we had Dakota Kai. She was, celebrating, and then she was talking trash to Zoe Stark, saying that you thought that you could beat me. And so she was like, I don't think so. And so, yeah, Io Shirai, she came out to her music, and she had a contract in her hand with the NXT Women's Championship wrapped around her waist. She got in the ring, and Dakota Kai was in her way, and so Io Shirai, she had walked past Dakota Kai and went to Raquel Gonzalez's face, and so she went up to Gonzalez's face and she said, I told you that I told you that I wanted you. And so she had the contract in her hand, and she just gave the contract to. She shoved the contract in Gonzalez's chest. He was like, "Here, take this." And so Io Shirai, she walked away, and that was it. So yeah, it's gonna be Io Shirai versus Raquel Gonzalez. At first I said it was Io Shirai. I was thinking Io Shirai was gonna win and go against Xia Li, but now, man, I don't even know. I think Raquel Gonzalez might have to win. I don't know, man. I don't know, because they took the titles, they took the NXT tag team titles off of Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. So and if she lose the NXT Women's Championship match against Io Shirai, what's gonna be next for Raquel Gonzalez? So I think maybe Raquel Gonzalez is gonna win the match, because at first I wasn't even thinking about that. But yeah, so yeah, that was it with that. And so right after that, we had the Grizzled Young Veterans. Oh yeah, before that, we had McKenzie Mitchell. She tried to interview Mr. Regal, get some more words with Mr. Regal. And so they had a producer that came up to Mr. Regal, and he said that, hey, Mr. Regal, something happened to Adam Cole. Like, you might want to come out here and check this out. And so Mr. Regal, he stormed out of the building with the producer guy. And so that was it with that. And so right after that, we had the Grizzled Young Veterans. I'm sorry, the Grizzled Young Veterans, Zack Gibson and James Drake. And they had something they want to say about MSK. And so this is what the Grizzled Young Veterans have to say.
MSK, we don't expect you two clowns to understand the gravity of your actions, but trust me, you will soon enough. That little stunt that you pulled last week will go down as the biggest mistake of your short, insignificant careers. I don't know if you were just blinded by the opportunity to play dress up, or if you were simply too distracted simping for Fandango, but what you did to my hand, we will not forgive, we will not forget, and it will not go without a receipt. We are grizzled young veterans, soon to be recognised as NXT's #1. And you are not going to like where this is going next.
And so, yeah, that was it from the Grizzled Young Veterans and what they had to say about MSK. This is not over between these two teams. And so, yeah, right after that, we had a one-on-one match. It was Marcel Barthel. Marcel Barthel representing Imperium with Fabian Eichner in his corner versus Tommaso Ciampa. And so, yeah, so first off, we had Imperium. They came out, and then Tommaso Ciampa, he came out of nowhere, man. Out of nowhere, and just blasted Fabian Eichner with a chair in a leg. And you heard the chair shot. So, yeah, I thought that was funny. And so, yeah, he hit Eichner with the chair, and he attacked Eichner, and he went back to, he went back in the ring and attacked Barthel, and then the match started. And so, yeah, so Ciampa was beating the hell out of the Barthel. And then, Barthel, he ended up fighting back. He had a European uppercut to Ciampa, and he followed up with a double underhook suplex to Ciampa. And then we had Ciampa, he tried to go for the Willow's Bell, and then Eichner, he stopped it. And we had a drop kick to Ciampa while Ciampa was draped on a rope. And then we had a running knee strike to Eichner from Ciampa. Well, first off, he had his series of clotheslines to Barthel, and then he had a knee strike. He had a knee strike on Fabian Eichner, who was on a ring apron. So he knocked out Fabian Eichner. And we had a German suplex to Barthel followed up by the Willow's Bell to Barthel to win the match. So Tommaso Ciampa wins the match. And so right after the match, we had Walter. We had Walter, the NXT United Kingdom champion. He came out to his ring entrance. And so this is what I didn't like. This is what I did not like. The reception that Walter got, I did not like it. Did not like it at all. They booed this guy. They booed Walter. Just like Adam Cole, man. Walter has been a heel ever since he came into NXT UK, and then NXT. He was a heel. And these people want to boo him. They want to boo Walter. Like, dude, when Walter was in NXT and NXT UK, these people cheered Walter. They cheered Walter, and they sung along to his theme music. And these people want to boo him. They want to boo Walter. And this is exactly why I hate these freaking crowds. Like, they tell these people who to cheer for and who to boo for. That's what I don't like. This is why I can't wait till, the fans come back, man. Because these people right here, they ain't fans. They ain't fans. These are plants. They tell these people who to cheer and who to boo for. You can't do that, man. Cannot do that. So yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. The reaction that Walter got, I did not like it. And so yeah, Imperium, they attacked Tommaso Ciampa. We had Walter, he chopped the living hell. He chopped the life out of Tommaso Ciampa. You heard that chop, man. You saw the sweat. The sweat fly off his chest. He chopped him hard. And then, Walter, he powerbombed Ciampa. And so, yeah, that was it, man. That was it with that. And that's the only thing I didn't like about it. The reception that Walter got. Now, if this was in front of the NXT crowd, they would have absolutely cheered Walter. They would have cheered him out of the building. They would have, sung along to his theme music. But no, these idiots want to boo Walter. I understand that the dude is a heel and everything, but not all of the heels get booed. And so, yeah, man, that was it with that. And so, yeah, right after that, we had a confrontation. It was a video of Walter. It was a video of Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. They were, yelling at each other. You had the police officers. They got involved. And so this is what happened. William Regal, he ran out there. You see Kyle O'Reilly, he getting loaded up in the police cars. Adam Cole screaming and yelling. And that was it. That was it with that. Apparently, Kyle O'Reilly, he tried to run Adam Cole off the road. And so, yeah, Kyle O'Reilly ended up getting put in handcuffs, and he got put in the backseat of the police car. Adam Cole, he was handcuffed too. I guess because they tried to separate them. And so, yeah, that was it with that. This is a takeover match, man. I think this is going to be on night 2. This should be on night 2. Well, Thursday, right? Night 1 is on Wednesday, and night 2 is on Thursday. They might put this on Wednesday. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, that was it with that. And so yeah, right after that we had a match. It was LA Knight, his debut match versus August Gray from 205 Live. And so yeah, we had a knee strike to Gray, followed up by a pop-up power slam to Gray. And so yeah, Knight, he was taking control of the match, and then Bronson Reed, he had came out. Well, first off, somebody threw something in the ring. It was it looked like a tie. It was a green tie. And so Knight, he picked up the tie. And so he looked over, and it was Bronson Reed that threw the tie in the ring so he can get his attention. And so Bronson Reed, he had LA Knight's jacket, his leather jacket. And so, yeah, he put the jacket on, and obviously it didn't fit because Bronson Reed is a big dude. And so, yeah, he put the jacket on, and then the jacket had ripped. It had ripped the first time, and he tried to flex in it. He tried to flex in the jacket. And so the jacket had ripped again. It had ripped to pieces. And so he took the jacket off. Like took the pieces off and he just threw it to the ground and he stomped on it with his Jordans. And so yeah, that was it. And so yeah, so Knight he was distracted, and then Gray he had rolled him up, almost had him, and then Knight he kicked out. And then yeah, so Gray he was taking Gray Gray was taking control in the match. He had a neck breaker to Knight, and then Knight Gray he tried to jump off the top rope. He tried to hit a move, and then Knight he had moved out of the way. And so yeah, Knight he had hit a snapware driver. I think that was a headlock driver or something like that to August Gray to win the match. So LA Knight he won the match, and that was it. So that was LA Knight's debut match. And so yeah, right after that we had McKenzie Mitchell. She interviews Raquel Gonzalez, and so this is what Raquel Gonzalez had to say.
Raquel, earlier tonight, Io Shirai brought you a contract for an NXT Women's Championship match.
Did. And she made a big mistake by handing me this contract. Once I put pen to paper, her title reign has an expiration date. Hell yeah, congrats.
You too. But we need to continue this next week. Okay, I've already talked to Mr. Regal. It's you and me against Io and her new best friend, Zoe Stark.
But I can have Io whenever I want, so why?
I know you can, but I need this for me. We need this for us, all right? We just had 2 back-to-back losses as a team. We need to remind the NXT Women's Division who runs this place.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Please don't.
And that was it with that. And so yeah, right after that we had a video package of Xia Li, and she was speaking in Chinese. Didn't even understand a word that she said. But what I got from it, she did say one thing in English. She said Tian Sha will not tolerate resistance. And so that was it with that. And so yeah, right after that we had William Regal. He got interviewed by a camera guy. And he asked about, what's gonna happen with Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole. And so this is what Mr. Regal had to say.
Excuse me, Mr. Regal, what just happened between Adam and Kyle?
What's happened is everything is completely out of control, and hopefully the police officers drop their charges. And if they do, I'm going to demand next week that Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly come here to the CWC, because nothing is going to stop them destroying each other. But I'm going to have a solution to their situation. Thank you.
And that solution might be a takeover match. Yeah, well, Mr. Regal, he have an angry look on his face, man. He is serious, man. You do not want to mess with Mr. Regal. You do not. And so, yeah, right after this was the main event, which was, I did not like it. Did not like the main event. Match never should have happened. They could have saved themselves a lot of trouble with this match, but I did not like it. So, yeah, first off, it was the NXT Championship match. It was Karrion Kross with Scarlett in her corner and Finn Balor, the NXT champion, versus Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, who are the NXT Tag Team Champions. And Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan, they didn't even get an entrance. They didn't even come out to their entrance or nothing. Like when Kross and Balor made their entrance to the ring, Lorcan and Burch were already in the ring. So the disrespect, man, that these guys got, did not like it. And so yeah, first off, we had Kross. He was in the ring with Lorcan. He had an exploder suplex to Lorcan. And then Burch, he had tagged in. And then Kross had slammed him down. And so, yeah. So, Lorcan, Kross, he was working on Lorcan. No, Kross was working on Burch. And so, at one point, you had Kross. He was about to go for something. I think he was trying to hit a suplex on Burch or something like that. And so, Oney Lorcan, he tried to stop him. And so, Burch and Lorcan, they were trying to double suplex Kross. But Kross ended up hitting a double suplex on Lorcan and Burch. And so, yeah, right after that, we had Burch. He had landed awkwardly, and that played a factor in this match. And so I'm going to talk about that in the end of the show. And so, yeah, Burch, he landed awkwardly. And so, yeah, we went to commercial break after that. And then Balor, he had tagged himself in. And so, yeah, he was working on Lorcan. We had a European uppercut to Balor. And so Lorcan is fighting back. And then Lorcan, he went after Balor's arm. and then we had a drop kick to Lorcan from Balor. And then, at that point we had the medical team. They were checking on Danny Burch, because, Lorcan, he was competing by himself. And so I was like, man, where is Burch? And I was like, man, something must have happened to him. And so, yeah, the medical team, they were checking on him. He was outside the ring. And so, yeah, but he wasn't on the ring apron. And so, yeah, they were going back and forth. Lorcan and Balor, they were going back and forth. Balor, he had a Pele kick on Lorcan. And then Lorcan, he took out Kross, because Balor, he was about to go for the tag. And so Lorcan, he had took out Kross. And so, yeah, so Balor, he ended up fighting back. He hit chops on Lorcan. And then he hit a double foot stomp on Lorcan. And then, yeah, they were fighting outside the ring. We had Balor. He hit a sling blade to Lorcan. And then at one point, Balor. Yeah, Balor, he had drop kick. They were outside the ring. Yeah, Balor, he had drop kick Lorcan into Scarlett. So Lorcan, he had bumped into Scarlett right after, Balor, he had drop kicked Lorcan into Scarlett. So Scarlett had fell down to the ground. And so this was an accident. And so Balor, he went to go check on Scarlett. And so Kross is mad. He is pissed off. He is mad. And so he went right after Finn Balor. Threw him into the crowd. Threw him into the plexiglass. He started choking this dude out for taking out his woman. And so, yeah. Kross, he had brought Balor back into the ring. And so, yeah. Lorcan, he had hit a running European uppercut to Balor to win the match. So Lorcan, he had pinned the NXT champion. So that meant that Lorcan and Burch, they retained the titles. They won the match and they retained the titles. And so right after the match, we had Kross. He had hit a Saito suplex. I think 3 Saito suplex to Lorcan. And then, right after Kross took out Lorcan, he went after Balor. And then Balor, Kross, he had locked in his chokehold to Balor. And so Scarlett had stopped Kross from, telling him to let go and stuff like that. And so, yeah, Scarlett, she had helped Finn Balor up. She had helped him up. And so Scarlett had signaled Kross to attack Balor. And so Kross, he had hit his running forearm to Balor in the back of his head. And so, yeah, then that was it. And so, Balor, laying on his back with the NXT championship on his chest, and Kross and Scarlett was standing over his body. And so, yeah, that was it. Did not like this. I did not like this. This match never should have happened, dude. Another thing, I didn't like how they treated Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, man. Like, they made them look weak, man. They made them look stupid. They made them look stupid by accepting this match with Kross and Balor. And so, yeah. And then another thing, Danny Burch got hurt. He got hurt in the match. Like, he legitimately got hurt. He got hurt in the match. They said that he sustained a separated shoulder. And this is from, PW Insider. They reported that Burch sustained a separated shoulder, so he's hurt. But, I know accidents happen and everything, but, dude, this match never would have happened. This injury wouldn't have happened. So that's why I was upset about it. This match never should have happened. And, Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, they don't have nothing to do with Kross and Balor. And Kross and Balor don't have nothing to do with the titles. They fighting over the NXT championship. The NXT championship, not the tag team titles. They're not a tag team. Kross and Balor and tag team championships don't even belong in the same sentence. And so, yeah, and then the NXT champion got pinned. The world champion got pinned on television. And that's another thing I ain't like. They booked themselves into a corner, man. Like, somebody had to lose, and nobody should have lost. Kross never would have lost. They wasn't gonna pin Kross, so they went with Balor to get pinned. And Balor looked weak now. He looked weak. I'm telling you, man, this is main roster stuff. This is the main roster stuff. This is something that Raw and SmackDown would do. I would not expect NXT to do something like that. NXT never would have done anything like this. Not the old NXT, man. The old NXT is dead, man. It is dead. This NXT sucks. It really does. And this episode sucked. And so I ain't like it, man. Did not like this episode. This is bad, man. This was bad. And so, yeah, man, that was it, man. That was it with the review of NXT. hopefully NXT will get better, man. Because they will. It is reported that they will be moving back on Tuesday. They'll be on Tuesday right after WrestleMania. So yeah, it'll be good for NXT. And what NXT problem is, man, they focus on what AEW doing. They too focused on what AEW is doing. That's why they losing. That's why they continue to lose and lose and lose and lose and lose and lose and lose every single week to AEW because they worried about what AEW is doing instead of worrying about what they're doing. And that's what's killing NXT right now because they worried about what AEW is doing. So that's why it's the right move to have them move to Tuesday. Get away from AEW. Stop worrying about what they doing and worry about yourself. And so yeah, man, that's all I gotta say about it, man. I'm done talking about this. So yeah, man, that was it with the review. And if you like this video, man, hit the thumbs up, man. What are you waiting for? Hit the thumbs up, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. And make sure you click on that bell so you'll be the first ones to know when my next video will come out. Follow me on Twitter at Ryan Awesome Show. Comment down below. Tell me how you felt about this episode of NXT. And share this video. Share this video with each and every single person that you come across. And yeah, man, see you guys on Sunday on Fastlane for Fastlane. Well, first off, for Fastlane, I'm going to be live with Rated R for Wrestling. I'm going to be on his channel on Sunday night. We're going to be talking about Fastlane, the results on Fastlane. And so, yeah, I'm going to be on his show, and we'll be live. And then right after that, I'm going to be doing my review on my show for Fastlane. And so, yeah, man. And make sure you subscribe to his channel, too, Rated R for Wrestling. His link will be in the description down below. So I'm going to put that down there so you guys can check out his channel. And so, yeah, man. And that's it, man. See you guys on Sunday. And, yeah, man, that's it. If you missed my last week's review of NXT, the video is going to be right up here. It's going to be right up here. And once again, guys, thank you for the support. Thank you. And, yeah, man. And this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. Take care. Stay safe. And that's that.